Good evening, folks. Nick the Forster here. Back out in the shop tonight. We winding up this week and excited for some builds coming up. Excited for this 850 that we're working on, and just excited for the weekend to come. It's been a long week. Hope y'all been having a good week. It was good to get some comments on the last couple of videos. Have done some research on possibly a new piston for this 850 and possibly getting this cylinder sleeved as a backup, as it seems US Chrome is not wanting to chrome blind bores anymore. So that's an option that we may end up taking if we need to. But we're going to see, in the last video y'all seen we couldn't get the clutch off. We're going to try a different approach to it. But it's going to require pulling the motor completely down if we're able to. But let's get back on into it. So, I'm going to move y'all over here. So, go ahead and pull off the flywheel. I did just knock it loose just before we started this. Come on. There you go. She had a nice little seal on there. Yeah. That red Loctite does not work, folks. Don't use it on saws. It doesn't withstand the heat. I mean, see, it's just pulling off like nothing. Granted, they could have done a bad prep, but it just doesn't work well, not in my experience. We'll leave the cube. Actually, no, we'll pull the cube right now. Just use punch. You can use a punch, use a screwdriver, and turn this way so y'all can see it. Take a punch or a screwdriver, move it back just a touch more. Go on the back end of it. Work the front end up just a little bit. Then you can take your screwdriver, get it right up underneath it. Tap it. And she popped off, just like that. We will put that, I'm actually going to use the magnet. Let it hold it for a while. Set it over here to the side with the other motor. I did go ahead and, can't see it, or can you? See, now y'all face a little bit too far away. Which way do I got? Oh yeah, you can see the top of the tank. I did go ahead and seal up this motor, pulled it apart, threw some rings in it, sealed it up. So that's done, it is ready to go. Now, gotta see if there's oil in this oil tank. Gonna have to use a lot of parts off this motor. Yeah, there is. Alright, let me pause y'all for a second while I drain this out, and we'll be right back. And we're back. Let's go ahead and take this front cover off. Drained out as much as I could. We'll take this off if I can get it off. Sometimes these can be a little bit of a pain. Okay. We'll just hit it with the impact. Sorry, I'm reaching over y'all. Where did I set it? No, that's flat. What did I do with my flathead? I gotta get me another set. Let's see. And I just set that. Seal up this motor seal before I forget about it. It hardens up. Granted, it's cheap. Probably need to buy another thing of it anyways. That thing's probably over a year old. Move my bench around a little bit till I find what to need. I just had it and need to clean. But man, it's hard to clean when you want to get stuff done. But I really just need to sit down and do it. I know I do. Just like that guy. Like just a moment ago. Oh, anyways. So we have anything in here. If I can even get this open. Haha. It's literally in my hand. I knew I seen it because it was in my hand. Grab our impact. Sometimes, don't you love when literally what you're looking for is right in your face? I mean, literally right in your face. Oh, come on. Somebody done tore this guy down hard. There we go. Sure, she's gonna leak like something crazy. Yep, there goes the rest of it. Don't worry, I'm draining it off in a box down here on my chair. We will need these guys for the other motor. We will need to take this guy off. Yeah, have to let that drain for a second. Well, we'll go ahead and spray it down. No, this one actually came with the metal oil pump. I should get most of it out. And we'll give her another spray. There we go. Still a little tacky. I got most of it. Let it sit out there. So that's my box. Alright. I needed this 7/16 and I think it was 7/16. And what's this guy up top? Bigger than a 3/8. Let's go with that'll work. Go ahead and take this guy off. See, righty tighty, lefty loosey. It's junk, but this buffer should be fine, so we will save on it. We'll put that in our save box. Oh, don't want it draining on my bench. Rather it drain down here. Pull a little bit more of it out. Alright, so my game plan for this is grab another rag, clean this off a little bit more. Fortunately, I live close enough to my neighbors. Don't want to piss them off and run my air compressor at night. Literally, I have a neighbor that's probably not 50 foot to my right and maybe 300 feet to my left, and I got an older compressor that's pretty dang loud. So I try not to run it at night, which is 3/4 of the time when I'm out here. So it can be a little aggravating. Oh, I have to actually get a wrench. I believe it's 1/4, but I could be wrong. Yep. Don't be much too big. Set on it anyways. It's a piece of plastic. Oh, I can get it. Just gotta turn it. What's that? 7/16? Probably. Oh, I got my set right here. I'm gonna just pull it out. Meter gonna be my ticket. Nope. Alright, let me find my 9mm over here. And folks, I apologize. I will probably never get better at filming. I don't think it's in my nature. And that's okay. I'm okay with that. We all have our strengths and weaknesses. Come on. Out on the table. And my strengths ain't working on saws neither. I mean, I'm not perfect at it by any means. Y'all can obviously tell that. But I enjoy it. If I didn't enjoy it, I wouldn't do it. Pull this oil pump here off. There's that screw. Should just pop right off. And got the check valve in it. That's a good thing. We'll leave that gasket. We got one on the other side, I believe. Yep, we got one on it. Alright, so my game plan to get this clutch off is to pull the bottom tank off, see if I can get this cover to slide off these, pull the cylinder off. What I'm going to do is put it in my press with something underneath the clutch and try to just press on it and press it out. I bought a torch, tried the torch. I mean, I heated it up damn near cherry hot and banged on it, and that ain't working. So this is a route I think we're going to have to take, or it's just not going to come off. Now, if I have to buy a new crankshaft, I will. I think these are the same as 10. They may be bigger than 1010 clutch. I'm not sure. I'll have to check, but I believe they are similar. So if I have to do that, I will. But we will see. We're going to try like hell to get these to get it off there. That one was loose. Yep. Somebody left these loose as well. We're gonna do the same thing we did last time. Watch that leaked right on it. Get that out of there for now. Go up underneath it. I'll turn it up on it. We'll go ahead and pull these top ones out. And we'll come back to it. Slide those guys right there. Clean off my work area so I can lay it on out. One thing I know I will have to pick up is the impulse line. Like I said, I know I got the boot. Got a new gasket for this guy. If I can get him off, we'll see. If not, I'll order one. That other one does not have one on it. Just got that guy off. That's just these top little bolts right there. Hate that y'all ain't able to see that. Maybe I can. Would it be better if I put y'all up here on the bench? Would that be better? Here, we'll pause y'all and we'll try that for this. Hey, y'all might be able to, we're back. Y'all might be able to see this a little bit better. Well, at least try it for a video or two. Flip it over. We'll go after these right here. Bolt right there, bolt right here. Really need a shorter tripod, so I ain't got one. See if I can even get to this guy. This one's probably not gonna be my friend, just like the other one. That one don't want to work with us. We'll grab that one. Yeah. Really need to. Ooh. Have to get a wrench on it at first. Get some of this junk off. I do believe that, or somebody rounded the crap out of this thing. It may not. Let's see here. How can we go about getting you off? I do believe somebody rounded you mighty bad. I don't think it's even turned a lick. Let's see. Yeah, somebody done rounded that. Distorted it. I have to get a bigger size on it. Go ahead and pull this off. I'll have to look for another socket right quick. If I can't find one right here, I will pause y'all and I will bring you back. But I do not believe this guy. No, she will. Just gotta get it just right on this one. Yes, baby swivel adapter, because this, I think this is a little bit taller than the other one was. I was able to get it off. I'll try just doing that. That'll allow us to, and nope. It's not going to cut it on this one. So I don't even think with a smaller adapter or a smaller socket it would allow us to. It's just that angle right there. Let's try this. I got it. I said the other one went together a whole lot easier than that one. Now I was able to get it out as well, which tells me this is a little bit different tank design. At least on the manufacturing, this lip right here must be a little bit taller. Hope y'all can see that halfway decent. No, the lighting isn't great in here. I'll move y'all just a tad. I mean, it's good in person, but I don't think it is on camera. I believe she is out. Nope. Almost though. I've always pulled these out first. I don't know if there is an actual order. If there is, I ain't never used it. It's gonna be your one long bolt. Alright, we'll switch sockets and we'll go inside. There's 4 bolts on the inside, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Start with the bottom. Move these up just a tad. Right there, right there. Get y'all just a little bit further down. Yeah, that was way too loose. That one's completely loose. That one was completely loose. And that one's completely loose. I don't know who was in this, but boy, did they did not put this together well. Let's see. I do have a small adapter, don't I? I think I can make something work. I ain't gotta pull these out by hand. It'll take a second. Won't take very long, but it'll take a second. We'll just zip them out real quick. You dummy. Oh. Sometimes I amaze myself at what I do. I'm not saying I do good at anything, but sometimes my brain don't work like it should. I have to throw that with that isolator bumper. That one's out. That should be out. Yeah. Go to the top. This one's out. That's completely. And last one. Now I use my needle nose to go down in there and grab it. Alright. I believe that's got that one as well. Grab needle nose. Get that guy out of the way. This guy out of the way. Go down in here, grab on them, pull them all the way out. He's got a metal washer up underneath them. Most of them are supposed to have a plastic washer. That one had a plastic washer, no metal washer. And we'll go back to this guy. Had a plastic washer and a metal washer. And this guy down here. No washer. But it looks like there's one stuck in here. There we go. Maybe it was a 2-piece washer, plastic on one side, metal on the other. Make sure I ain't missing none. There's all of them. So let's stand it up. See if we can get this guy to pop. Yep, pop right off. Ooh. What in the world? Is this a replacement piston somebody threw in this? What? What happened? Well, I tell you, there's nothing wrong with this cylinder. What in the world happened? Let me grab a rag and we may not have to sleeve this one at all. We may just get away with a piston. I don't know absolutely how, but I'm not seeing any plating missing. Oh my word. Guys, what in the world? The cylinder looks brand new. What in the world happened to this thing? I was totally expecting a absolutely wrecked cylinder. Let me grab my flashlight and make sure I'm not seeing this wrong. Oh, come on. Plating's a little thin, right? Oh my gosh. How did that happen? Oh, come on, flashlight. Flashlight's about giving up the ghost on me. Come on. Let me figure out this flashlight real quick. This thing's... There we go. Wow. Absolutely wow. Oh, maybe it did give up the ghost on me. I don't know what, this thing's got a bad connection somewhere. It's not the battery related. Nope, cylinder. The cylinder is perfect. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. You can actually still see cross hatching in it. And I'll show you why I'm absolutely so surprised. For this thing is in good shape. Did somebody literally just sit a cylinder on here and walk away? I mean, that's literally what it feels like. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow. Well, guys, we may end up using this bottom end. Ooh, I don't know. Looks like our rod might have gotten hot at one point. It might have. But the bearings feel good. This is why I thought it ate something. Sorry. I mean, the piston's junk anyways. But can y'all, I mean, y'all see the reflection, right? Y'all see that right here? It ate through the ringland. Like there's, yeah, I can't get that to open up, I don't believe. I believe this is a replacement piston too, because it's got stamped into it 92519. So this is a, let's see where it says. Yep, it's a B cylinder. This would be a B cylinder, which is good because it's fairly common to get pistons for these. Wow. Like, man, oh man. I mean, the plating's not even thin in spots. It's better than the spare. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, that changes a lot. That really changes a lot. It has one nick at the top of the exhaust port. But that's it. And that is it. Why did this get Like, how did it survive that? I don't understand. I don't understand. Let me make sure I ain't seeing this wrong. Seriously, it's got one nick at the top of the exhaust port. That's it. I mean, it didn't even eat through the plating. Wow, wow, wow. I believe somebody tried to run this, it ran lean. Probably because this red RTV, if I were to guess. Wow. That's just amazing. That is truly, because, I mean, if you know these Macs, these are getting like hen's teeth. I say hen's teeth, they're out there, but you're going to pay for them. And if you try to find them used, most of the time the plating is absolutely gone on these because the plating process they used, honestly, they didn't plate. I guess it would be deep enough, didn't put enough plating in it, or whatever else. And wow, I'm amazed by that because of the way this piston, I thought surely it ate something. Hell, this thing is very, very low hour. I mean, hell, pistons still have tension on this side even though they're 8 through. Wow. That's all I can say is wow. The fact that that cylinder isn't junk, that means I won't have to get it. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Something ate right there, but it didn't hurt the chrome on the piston or the cylinder. It just mashed it up into the ringland. Wow. It must have just gotten hot. Wow. Okay. Well, that was fun. Now I made a mess on my bench because this thing's still leaking. Set it down on a rag. Done me. So let's figure out some way to get this off of here. Guess I could pop in the bar studs and that would allow us to get it out. Let's do that. Get this cover to where we can pull that off, and then I can angle the cover where I can put it in my press. Let's see if we can get these guys off. Oh, she is definitely in there. Huh. Supposed to just press in. Let me pause y'all real quick and I will be back when I come up with a solution how to get these out. Alright guys, we got it off. All I did was went over to the vise. Went over to the vise. Press these back through. Not all the way because I'll end up having to double nut them and pull them back in. But just enough I could slip this cover off. Now we're going to go over to the vise and figure out what we can do there. Let me pause y'all real quick and then we'll be right back. Oh, we're going to go over, to the press, which is right over here. So I'll bring y'all over here with me. Sorry, there's so much in here. Maybe I'll sit y'all right on this box. That may not work well. But yeah, there's my press. I mean, it's just an old Harbor Freight press. Ain't nothing special. But I'll just pause y'all and then we'll bring you back in just a moment. Alright guys, we're back. Well, got some good news. Clutch is off. put it in my press. Use 2 wrenches up underneath the clutch drum, and she popped off. Took some pressure, took some time, just slowly going up on pressure, and she worked. It finally broke loose. So that's good. Probably will replace the drum while I'm here. The actual clutch should be fine. Bearings look good, feel good. And while I was at it, I did get ahead of myself before I pulled it off. I pressed out the piston. So it is off. We will attempt to hunt down and find a B piston, and we'll go ahead and put new bearings in the piston. Go ahead and set this in a rag so it don't get contaminated. Set it off to the side. But I would say we absolutely lucked out. Abso-freaking-lutely. So I mean, I don't know if y'all be able to see that in there. She's clean. I mean, the cylinder's technically dirty, but the bore is absolutely clean. Plating is amazing in there. You still see cross hatching. I kid you not. There's literally no sign, and I mean no sign, of flaking on this cylinder. So I think I 100% believe we hit a home run. We will tell you what we'll end up doing. We will grab a B piston. We'll find one. We will locate one. We will clean up a little bit of aluminum transfers on the cylinder from the piston. Where did I even set that thing? I mean, I'll show y'all. Don't want any more of these fall out, even though I'm not going to be using it. That's what our piston looks like. It literally took the aluminum, ran it up into the ring lands, didn't even hurt the cylinder. Absolutely did not hurt the cylinder. That's amazing. 9 times out of 10, it's going to transfer aluminum to that cylinder, and it doesn't have a speck in it. Literally, it does not have a speck in it, and I've seen aluminum transfer, and I've removed it. That's, wow. Words can't describe how happy that makes me. Not that I wouldn't mind getting it sleeved. I mean, it'd be perfectly fine. Honestly, I'd almost prefer it. Just so if we wouldn't run into that in the future. But no, we're gonna rock and roll on the plating on this. We will locate a piston. I've got a set of rings. I think I've actually got a set of bearings for the piston. These, for those of y'all that don't know, these Mccullochs have the piston presses, or the pin presses is a press fit into the small rod end, piston rod end. And it's got bearings out on the, I don't even know what y'all call these, the pin bosses on the piston. It's actually got roller bearings, and that's what allows it to move around. Those little pins just fell out. That's no issue. We're not using them anyways. So that's how Mcculloch did it on their pistons, as far as I know. All the 10 series, 800s, 850s, I think even up to the 125s, they all had the same deal. That was a battle, but we came on top. I mean, that you can't get much better than that. So my thoughts are, why don't we locate a piston? I'll probably box all this up, locate a piston, and set a ring, or I have the ring, sorry, just a piston and bearings, which I know I can get the bearings. I bought them before for other saws. I might even have a set here I may throw in it. And we will set this aside till I can find a piston. We'll come back and we're going to put the original cylinder back on this saw, and we'll save our spare for later. If anything, the spare has just a little bit of flakage below the exhaust port. It's honestly below where I believe the ring rides, so I don't think it's not a major deal. But if there's anyone I would like to get sleeved, it'd be that one, or re-chromed. So I may do that. I may pull it back apart and allow them to re-chrome it. But I do want to keep this crank and everything in this saw. I don't want to swap it from the other one. I want to keep them factory to what they are. And then we'll locate a new old stock piston. We're not going to go Little Red Barn. They have, honestly, they don't hold up in these Mccullochs. Typically the pin walks out if you use their pin. Sometimes the Mcculloch pin will still walk out, or the bearing will walk out. They don't have the right tolerances on the bearing on the shoulders of the piston. So we will locate a new old stock piston and we will put it back together as it came from Mcculloch. And then we're going to run it up against my 800, which my 800's got, or 805, 800, I forget, it's one or the other. I think it's 800. We'll run it against each other and we'll really see which one pulls harder. Supposedly these 850s pulled much harder than the later 800s. We will see, because this one will have a brand new set of rings in it, be resealed up. I'm not going to touch the porting on these because I want to see it stock for stock. Maybe if I get that other backup sleeved and I want to, I may tear the saw down again and throw it in there and try it out if I want to port it. But this, I'd say we hit a home run. We got really, really lucky, because I was sure that it ate something and tore up that plating in that cylinder. So, but one last thing before we go. This is why you do not use red Loctite. It does not hold up very well. I mean, you can't do this with MotoSeal. You have to actually scrape it off. This stuff does not hold up well. Even if it's high temp, it does not hold up well to oil and or gas. So please don't use it. We will pull this off. Looks like they RTV'd it. We'll have to pull it off, scrape it off, put a gasket underneath it, and we will clean this cylinder up, and we're going to try it out. That makes me so happy that this thing is usable. I mean, it's going to be usable either way, but I'm glad it's going to go back in the same saw it was in. Now, for these bar studs, all you got to do is take a C-clamp and a socket. Put a socket over like this without the, obviously, or you could use a bigger socket, don't matter. Typically smaller the better. Take your C-clamp, put one in on this, put the other in on the socket, and just drive it back in. That's all you got to do with these. But I think that's going to wrap up my night, just getting laid out. I got some work. Some contractors coming to the house early in the morning to fix a few things. Honestly, it's on warranty stuff. Water heater went out, and we've been out without hot water for going on 3 weeks now, dealing with them. If I knew it was going to do that, I would have honestly replaced it myself, but I thought it'd be a cheaper route, but it wasn't. That's when you try to go a cheap route, sometimes that's how it ends up. It'll bite you in the butt and then you're stuck. But I hope everybody's had a great week, and I hope you have a great weekend coming ahead. And we will search high and low, find a piston for this thing, and we'll put it back together and we'll put it in some wood. got some exciting videos coming up, running some different saws. And heck, you see my 510 sitting over there behind me. You see, coming a sea of yellow. And we got that. Probably going to, I won't get into that, but I said, I hope y'all had a great week. I hope y'all have a great weekend coming up, and I will catch y'all on the next one. Thanks, guys. Thanks, y'all. Thank y'all for following and liking and leaving comments. I want to let y'all know I really appreciate it, and I really do enjoy it. Thanks, guys.